Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Kanita. I'm the owner of Araya Holistic Pain Management. I'm an acupuncturist, chiropractor, and Chinese medicine herbalist who helps people get out of pain. So a lot of therapists use ice therapy, and I actually think that ice is not good for any kind of injury. So there's a saying in Chinese medicine that ice is for dead people. And the reason being is if you think of ice, right, it's very cold, and when you go outside for the winter, it makes you kind of contract. So that's the same thing that what happens to the tissues when you try to put ice on it. So let's say you sprain your ankle and it starts swelling. So a lot of the doctors would put ice on it, but actually when you put ice on something like that, it constricts the blood vessels, the tissues. So it doesn't allow actually the healing to occur, because it just, think of it, just contracts everything. So that's why that ice therapy is not really good for injuries. All right, so the question is what to use instead of ice. So in Chinese medicine, we have our own kind of herbal ice. Now this is different because you're not constricting the blood vessels or contracting the tissues. So this is actually called Sang Hongbao, or the three yellow brothers. So it's made of 4 herbs actually. So you can use this as a paste, and you put it on the swollen tissue and put gauze in it and wrap it up, kind of like, so if you had a sprained ankle, you just wrap it up like if you were bracing it. So this is really good for initial injury when the injury is red, swollen, and kind of hot. And you just leave this overnight and then take it off the next day. The other option, if you don't have that or it's a little messy, is using the Trauma Liniment, or we call it Jiao. And I actually made this myself. And because I did a lot of martial arts growing up, I always hurt myself, so this is super useful. So this is another liniment that you can put on the swollen tissue, and you just kind of rub it in, and it helps with the swelling. And it's pretty miraculous. You can actually reduce the swelling almost like 2 to 3 hours afterwards once you put this on. But the important thing is to do it when you first get injured. So these are the 2 options that you can use for when you get any swelling, or if you have any incidents with falls. And hope you feel better.